This supermarket only has a lift to access the second floor for trolleys. You actually can't access the second floor without a lift with a trolley. There's only an escalator down the middle. This is the IGA on Burrard Street. No, it's not the IGA on Robson, it's the other one. This is the one I usually go to. So there's a lift down between the first floor and the second floor, and these are the trolleys with a two-tier. They're mini trolleys, and they've got two sections, which is great. They're little enough to get into a lift, but yeah, the only way to get back down to the ground floor is by lift. So it's convenient because you put your stuff in the bottom, like your frozen stuff at the top and your fresh stuff maybe down the bottom, or other stuff down the bottom. So today I am doing a proper grocery shop. It's still the 3rd of January 2025. It is Friday afternoon. I'm still really tired. I think I'm beginning to feel the effects of jet lag. I wasn't so tired, even though I said I was tired on the first 2 days, but definitely feeling it today. It's also possibly because I just did an aquafit class and had lunch. So now I'm going to look for tea bags, cheese. I've got yogurt already. I just bought some water downstairs, from downstairs. Tea bags and cheese. What else? I'm going to go back down and get some more vegetables and fruit. But I'm going to get some probably protein as well. See what I can find. I don't want to get cereal because it's included, although they don't have oats anymore. They're not offering oats, and I was going to, that was one of the things I was packing to send over until I found out there was a postal strike where I couldn't actually send anything over. But I was going to get some plain oats and send them over, or some wheat bix, which are gluten-free. It's going to be very difficult now to get cereal that doesn't have stuff in it. So they have Weetabix, but they have stuff in it, always have stuff in it. The only reason I wanted to have my special Weet-Bix is because they're a low FODMAP, and that means anyone that's got allergies and other ailments can actually tolerate that food on the low FODMAP. And as I am becoming really, really allergic, it's a bit of a concern of what I'm putting into my body. So at the moment, I've got the only thing that's a bit of a problem is that might have some preservatives in it because it is sandwich meats. But I read the my favourite gingerbread brand, and they're fine. They've got no artificial ingredients in it, or colours or flavourings or preservatives. Same with the bread. I read what was in it, and it doesn't have anything that's added that shouldn't be necessary. Water is water. It's a smart water. The only water I won't touch is Dulcineasdiarycontinued, I think it's called. Apparently it has a really bad reputation, and still does. It is probably the worst water to drink and buy. It's worse than tap water, and it tastes disgusting as well. Sometimes you don't have a choice at the airport. You have to buy that brand, but no. Okay, so they have the Quaker's Oats here, but I think even Quaker's Oats have stuff in them, but I'll just have to read and see. So here it's all instant oat. I don't think there is such a thing as rolled oats. I think they might have steel cut oats or something here, but they don't usually have the rolled oats. They usually have just instant oats. We'll just have to see what's available. They're all flavoured. if you saw that, it had stuff added in it which I didn't want. So let's have a look at the Quakers. Alright, so this says it contains oats, and that's it. And this is rolled oats. Okay. $5.29. It's probably about the same as the Australian dollar amount of oats, plain oats, Uncle Toby's. Probably the equivalent. I wonder if there's tax on it. Does oats have tax? Does oats have tax? Or is that considered a basic food?
Do you have tax?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is.
Right. How do you know what's got tax and what hasn't got tax?
I check if there's tax.
Okay. So this is the problem. Everything you buy is tax exclusive. So you have to just be aware that when you get to the register, you may have a tax added on top of it. It's not like in Australia and Sydney where everything is tax inclusive. So you get to the register, you pay what you pay for, or what you buy, sorry. Whereas here, you have to ask yourself, is this processed? Is it not processed? Does it have tax on it or doesn't it have tax on it? Which is a problem. And I think this is because they have two types of sales taxes. One is a provincial tax and one is a sales tax. So PST and GST. Whereas in Australia we only have GST. So therefore it's not as complicated. Each state has a different tax, different provincial tax. Whereas the I think the GST is just standard. So I'm still waiting for the guy to come back and tell me if there's tax on this. Oh, so there's quick oats there and then there's a regular oats here. I wonder what the difference is. They're both the same price. Okay, so this one has whole grain rolled oats, whole grain oat flour and calcium carbonate. So this one's got additives in it. So okay, we'll take the other one. No tax? Thank you very much. Okay, so oats have no tax on it, so we'll buy a box of that. If I don't finish them, because they're in, I think, sachets, are they? Yes, single serve packets. I could take the rest of them up to Whistler and finish them off there, so I'm not wasting tea bags. Okay. Now, I wonder if I'm going to find my favourite tea here. It's going to be almost impossible. They do have Twang's, but the Twang's here is not the same as the Australian one. Very, very different. So they'll have green tea, but they won't have the jasmine green tea, which I like. Or will they? Well, they do here. But look at the price, $6.89. I don't know if I'm willing to pay that, but I suppose if I buy the other brand as well, that is going to be the same price. They do have pomegranate, raspberry and strawberry, which I haven't seen, I don't think, in the green tea range in Australia. Might be worth trying, but I don't want such a big box. I just want a small box of tea for now. This Celestial fruit sampler is really nice. We hardly ever see the Celestial fruit samplers in the supermarkets in Australia. We do see them occasionally as a seasonal thing at the food shows, but they're not readily available. Peppermint tea with candy cane. Is it candy cane or is it just... Yeah, it could possibly be a peppermint candy cane. Alright, so let's see what I can find in a small box of tea. I have to have tea bags because I didn't bring a strainer or anything with me. There's only 20 tea bags in that packet as well, so Yeah, that will last me for 20 days, and then I'll have to buy another pack of Whistler. Excuse me. I hope I'm not getting sick again. French vanilla chai is really nice. But because I don't drink milk, I might not want to try that one again. Should I try the pomegranate and raspberry? No, then I'll have to put up with it forever. The other problem with these are they're individually sealed. Okay, that's fine. So I won't waste those if we have excess. I'm not really keen on that, but I don't know. Nope, just buy the jasmine tea. Okay, so that's tea. I also need more cheese. I just grabbed a little bit of cheese, and I just want something that hasn't got any additives in it. The Gouda, I think, had additives in it. Yeah, it had annatto in it. It's really difficult to get stuff that's so pure and not have stuff in it. So stuff like Cheese Whiz I will stay away from completely. Anything that's got marbling or is orange in colour I will stay away from. Cheese is not orange. What brand would have nothing added? Maybe Armstrong's? I'm getting really tired. They all got a calcium chloride in it for some reason. Modified milk ingredients. And a lot of salt as well. I get the feeling that this IGA, the staff of this IGA are not very friendly, not very efficient at serving either, and they just don't really care. It looks like they're too busy, or maybe they're not paid enough. Maybe minimum wage is not really good. Yeah, it's changed a lot since I last came here and shopped, and when it was the Marketplace IGA, which used to be really, really good. Cherry juice, $8.99. Where's it from? America, of course. Juice is a real problem. A lot of it has been substituted or from concentrate or mixed blend. It's really horrible stuff. Like Minute Maid I will stay away from because it's a drink, it's actually not juice. Simply had a problem in the past, and it's a drink, usually not juice. Although they say, sometimes say it is juice. You can tell most of them are blends. They're actually not pure juice. Tropicana is the only one I've actually drank, but it's not the best. Rather expensive for juice. It's $7.49 for a bottle of how many liters? 250 mils. That's not right. Oh, per mil. Okay, no. It's 1.36 litres. If you're wondering why everything is in such different, not rounded off litres, it's because, or metric, it's because it's all converted from the US imperial system. So you'll often get, most of the time, not often, you'll get like this thing here, which is 1.36 litres instead of 1.5 litres or 1 litre. So the same with grams. It won't be exactly 100 grams or exactly 500 grams or 1 kilo. It'll be like 1.3 kilos or something like that, or 600 grams, something really weird. I'm going to have to show you an example of weight. So I didn't check the expiry date on this, so I should. February. Yeah. 23rd of February. The other thing is they write their dates in a different format. So just be aware of that. Let's see what's in it. Just says 100% pure grape juice, pure grapefruit juice. So, okay, we'll just leave it, even though it's expensive. We'll take that. It is very expensive. Considering in Australia for a pure juice, it is for 1 litre bottle probably $5.50, $6 at the most. I usually buy it when it's between $5 and $6 at the most, nothing over that. So for $7.50 almost, that's a lot, and there could be tax on that, who knows. Do I need any more? I have enough snap-lock bags for now. I think I'll come back and buy some more later. Okay, so now we need probably some protein, and then I'll go downstairs and get some fruit and veg. I'm going to keep my diet as simple as possible. Although there was one thing I would like to try, and that's tomato. So singles are $1.69. I don't know why I want to try this, but I actually never tried it. It's probably very similar to the V8. Everyone grew up on V8, the vegetable juice, which is basically tomato. Let's have a look at what's in this. So we have tomato paste, sugars, which are glucose or fructose, monosodium glutamate, citric acid, which is basically lemon juice, or some kind of other citrus fruit juice acid, salt, spices, onion powder, vinegar, garlic powder, dried clam broth. And then this is what really worries me, is the colour. So you can see there is Allura red, sunset yellow, FCF, and brilliant blue FCF, which is yeah, very worrying. The rest of it, it's okay. There's an awful lot of salt in there, and an awful lot of sugar, because both of them are at the top of the list of ingredients. Dried clam broth, well, I don't know why they would use dry clam broth, but I would use fresh. Okay, cranberry juice. They're mixing the cranberry juice too with other blends. Oh yes, just apple juice in a big, looks like a glass. Wow. It's 3.78 litres and it's a huge glass bottle. That's probably really good for you. Yeah, because it's in glass, but it's heavy. I don't think I can carry that back. Okay, my battery's running low, so I am going to stop the video now and just give you a 360-degree view of products around. There's a lot of juices here, all reconstituted or they have been pasteurized so they can be left on the shelf without going off, and vacuum sealed as well. So thanks for watching.